football for you. Welcome to Lincoln Financial Field in South Philadelphia as we continue with the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend and a terrific matchup, the Bears and the Eagles on EA Sports. On the Bears sideline, their head coach, Ben Johnson. His guys struggling at this point of the year, just 2 wins in their last 7 games. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Eagles. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on this cold afternoon in Philadelphia. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
I love watching a player of any position come back after a bad game. I think it really just speaks to their mental toughness and their ability to grind, because the reality is, if you can only play well when things are going your way, you're not going to play very long in the NFL. So I am very interested to see, Mike, what sort of approach does this guy come into today's game with, saying, last week is over.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. It certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles first down. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. He gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
We'll try and run here with Bigsby. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. They get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. His defense all over this one. They get it down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. It is 3rd and long.
And 12 yards to go.
Running is Akers. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 49.
49-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. LeBear's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for the Bears. First down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
On the RPO, with toss to Burton. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They'll go. It's Johnson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff it on fourth down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
Back here in Philadelphia, this Black Friday game, tradition instituted just a few years ago, 2023, and now known as the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend. Always a celebration when you mention Madden around here, the namesake of the game at EA Sports. But for so many, they know John through the game or through his TV career. Many don't remember John Madden as a very young coach, had terrific success. Super Bowl title, Hall of Fame coach. We see young coaches like Nick Sirianni in Philadelphia, and it harkens back to the days when John Madden, as a young coach, became a star in the game, and his indelible mark is remembered on this holiday weekend. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. Third and long.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. Now, faking the give. He'll air it out down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Luther Burton, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. Back to throw. We'll swing this out to Johnson. Here's Torrey Taylor now. And on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw out of the gun. Now he takes off, and he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A run. It's Bigsby. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. 3rd, they need 8.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 53 yards. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end. Branson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From 29, here's 2nd down and 7. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. 3rd and 7.
Johnson, incomplete.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man, that's Duvernay. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Bears first down.
And the Bears first down. A gain of 14. First down, Chicago.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 10-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter. They'll come up here 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Correction made. It's Burton. Attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bears.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And
the blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stop the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Penalty to O'Shawn Johnson. A gain of 6 yards. And it's
3rd and 11. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield this season, right there amongst the league leaders in rushing late in the campaign. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Brady Jarrett in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Pass taken in by Johnson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Throwing now from the gun. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Rolling right. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Bears offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll run. Johnson. And he's going to have a Bears 1st down as he'll take it forward to the 27.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Bears 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bears 1st down.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's 11 yards again. 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage, very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's a short throw caught by Komet. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. But this is taken in by a teammate.
You know, know, it's so hard to say what goes wrong in these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline knowing they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
The Eagles offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the Bears' 27-yard line.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Dio Odengbo in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
That is caught. What a throw. Hank Bixby. Touchdown, Eagles. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, beats the 6.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Bears nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and their running back set to go once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they forced 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Here comes Jackson on the return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And he'll just throw that one away, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. To throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun, and they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll try to run for it.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's their punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the right side, caught by Burton. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. One final throw before the break. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Hope you're all enjoying this Black Friday of football after the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration games yesterday. Let's check them out. Our journey through the NFL starts now. At M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, the Ravens at home to take on the Bengals in the AFC North. And this is the Ravens quarterback. This one of his 2 rushing touchdowns on the night. The Ravens are absolutely red hot. They've now won 7 in a row as they get the job done in this one. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And here's the Chiefs wideout. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Jackson now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Still first down.
back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball,
Delay
looks
of
at the
game.
clock. Clock
Offense.
says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still first down.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll
Delay
cost
of
them
game.
5.
Offense. Still first down.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense. Still first down.
And now compounding the issue here, we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So that'll cost them half the distance.
Still first down.
And they will not get the snap off in time, and it's going to back them up halfway.
Offense.
That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there.
Still first down.
And now compounding the issue here, we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again.
Still first down.
And they will not get the snap off in time, and it's going to back them up halfway.
Still first down.
And now compounding the issue here, we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
And they will not get the snap off in time, and it's going to back them up halfway.
Still first down.
And now compounding the issue here, we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
And they will not get the snap off in time, and it's going to back them up halfway.
Still first down.
now compounding the issue here, we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A 5-yard gain. Brings up
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. Throw on the run is complete. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Brings up third and long.
Now a screen set up for Bigsby. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up fourth down. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bears offense. And their running back set to go once more. From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be run out short of the line of scrimmage, so let's call it a loss of 1 on first down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. It's out left and complete to Burton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Gain of 12 yards.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Forced out left. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 48-yard line.
Over the middle, he's got Burton. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision to maintain possession of the ball. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with first and 10. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That one good for a dozen. Very quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Once again, it's Bigsby. and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing now from the gun. Short pass there, and he's got Branson.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Philadelphia. A run up the middle with Bigsby. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchdown. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he is out of bounds at the 45. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Bigsby. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9. From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches. Bigsby now going to start off here in the 4th quarter. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Eagles move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game, and then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
Well, there, sending out their punt team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
It's Bigsby. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And you wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Now they'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. I think at this point in the game, Mike, you had things under control. Not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Duvernay on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
It just seems that nothing has gone right all game for this offense, and that's what happens when your quarterback just faces relentless pressure. You just can't generate any kind of offense, and I think that's the biggest reason there's a big old 0 up on that scoreboard.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Got the hook up there to Ogunze. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Bears.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. From the 21, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. He'll go right and find his running back. He's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
First down. A gain of 9 yards.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And the Bears going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1. Johnson will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. Just a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears cut into the lead a little bit. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Jackson now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over.
The Eagles offense and Tank Bigsby getting ready to take over. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. On the rail, here's Bigsby. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they give it to Bigsby, heading right. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Eagles, first down.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Bigsby. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
He'll step up and run, and he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and a yard. We'll try and run here with Bigsby. And he will be taken down. We'll see. They want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.